names that will be on, looks like reportedly on the list, according to Rene Lavoie, is Shea Weber.
Yes.
And of course, according to Rene Lavoie, Shea Weber is expected to be out for most of next year, if not all of next year, with what he worded a multitude of injuries, which is a huge shake now. Well, and I guess first of all, I think the first thing that I want to start with Shea Weber is, and we'll get into this a little bit later with a trade that I think is being bashed. This guy is a warrior. That is the entire definition of this hockey warrior, like Travis Hamonic with no teeth. This guy has been to play with those injuries in the Stanley Cup final the way that he did. That is, first of all, that is I think that's huge kudos and incredible in and of itself. And what a huge loss that the Montreal Canadiens will be dealing with, that they're going to have to rectify in some way, shape, or form. But Shea Weber is a warrior. I think we need to start with that factor of there.
Well, that's one good reason why he's the captain of the team, right? I mean, he's going to be, he's showing everybody he's that tough at that age and playing the position that he plays. And, so I think it now makes a lot of sense. It was noted by a lot of people that the team kind of went to console him specifically after the series was over and, the finality of it was setting in. Maybe it's because they all knew kind of what he was playing through and the effort that he put in, and for them to come up short for him, that's why you saw the reaction that you did.
Yeah, and I believe this was sort of similar or the same injury that he's been working through for the last 2 to 3 years. I think Weber missed a lot of the 2019-2020 season because of an ankle or a lower leg injury, and that's, I believe, what is the what's flared up again here that might keep him out again for another season. So, I think it is going to be. He is a warrior. He worked his way through it in a very tough season, and then let alone the grind of a playoff run. And he deserves a lot of credit for what he was willing to do, willing to put himself through. And I think it's a very testament as to why he is the captain, just like Tyler said. I think it is very much a testament to why he was chosen as captain for the Montreal Canadiens.
Now, the other side of this is, and I want to, with this expansion list, Sean, you went 4-4. Now with Weber out, now that you have this information, how are you still this? How does this change your expansion plans?
Well, if Weber is indeed has an injury, there's no reason to protect him, because even if Seattle decides to take him, he's not. It doesn't look like he's going to play at least for a good chunk of next season. So I think it now, instead of going with the 8 skaters and protecting 4 defensemen, I think you will see Montreal switch to the 7-3 setup, and which will, unfortunately for Seattle, take away a really good player that they could have been able to get potentially in Jake Evans, as well as a couple others, potential sort of UFAs they could negotiate with, or an RFA they could negotiate with to fill out that roster with Philip Deneau and Arturi Lehkonen. But I definitely see them doing a 7-3 split on their protection list now that it's unfortunate that Shea Weber is injured.
Tyler, do you have anything to add to that?
No, I mean, maybe that's kind of a problem for the Habs that has solved itself here a little bit. Because, as we talked about there when we last all got together about the expansion list, Montreal was going to be leaving several really good forwards available for picking there if they went with the 4-4 arrangement.
Sergeant Pickles says they all said the list will be released on the 18th. Yeah. So yeah, we'll be having that list there. He also says, I expect them to expose Weber anyways to protect Sherratt. Kraken don't touch that contract even if he was healthy.
That's a good point. Yep.
Now, I guess this is the next step for the Habs. And we sort of, so now you've got the Seth Jones situation, you've got the Dougie Hamilton situation. We'll get from the Wild's perspective, specifically the Ryan Suter part of this. But they're obviously got to be in a market for a defenseman. There's no question you don't necessarily have that replacement for Shea Weber there. If you were advising Montreal, if you were Joel was sitting here with us, joining us, where do we think they should go?
If they want to make a big splash, I think the answer is Dougie Hamilton. I don't think it's a Ryan Suter. On the left side, they do have Joel Edmondson and Ben Sherratt, let alone Alexander Romanov coming up as well, who can play both sides. But if they do want to take a big splash, make a big splash, I think that Dougie Hamilton would be the ideal situation for them. But I think it's going to be tough. They are pretty locked down cap wise for the next while. But I think a lot of it comes down to how long term this injury from Shea Weber is, because Hamilton's going to want a long term deal. Are you willing to give up the assets to get a Seth Jones? So I think it's and I don't know if Ryan Suter would be willing to go north of the border at this point. I think he's probably going to be looking at sort of more potential contenders in down south of the border, more than say a Montreal. But it's going to be tough for them to fill. Like those are big skates to fill with Shea Weber, though. So they're going to have to make a big move if they do want to find a way to replace him. But again, I think it all comes down to how long term they think it is.